go. Okay, guys. First of all, thanks for playing. It was a good series, even though you guys didn't really get to prepare to play each other. And
Thanks so much.
had some pretty interesting games. First of all, I would like to ask, what did you think of the maps? You a fan of them? You look forward to playing them in this season or not?
I guess I'm okay with them. I'm really not a person who's like very focused on exactly how the maps are laid out, just focusing on my strategies,
Okay.
basically, and all that.
ZRQ?
I'm actually not good enough for it to matter at all.
Oh, well. But, I mean, you could still have an opinion on their design, if you want. In terms of, like, the way
Yeah,
they
it's
look.
something new for a change. At least it's not as well. At least things are changing.
Okay.
Well, the thing
Fair
is, I
enough.
have a problem with Way Station. I've got a problem with Way Station because I always like try to figure out exactly how they make it always cross spawn. I'm quite interested.
Well, it is always cross-spawn. But
Mhm.
what's interesting about it
Wonder
is
how they did that.
you get like one of two things either way. Either you get a super large natural if you get the top left and bottom right, which I didn't notice until your game today, or you end up with a smaller natural, but the rush distance is kind of not as good. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. I think that's a map that's probably going to get vetoed a lot because it's got a certain amount of inherent randomness to it. But still, I think it'll produce interesting games. That's how I feel right now. First question, of course, as always. What did you decide to do first in Game 1 and why? Game 1 was on Merry-Go-Round. Anuzarg, you're first.
Yeah, keep it. Oh, okay, fine. So the first one I was doing Roach Hydra, just my standard play, because I didn't want to lose again because I've lost so much to Fate. I didn't want to lose again, so I just played standard, not something very crazy.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Aw, ZRQ. I could hear the pain in that sigh. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Man. You played really well, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, two
I
of
like
those
the
games were
drop
not
part.
standard.
Yeah, two
I
of
like
those
the
games were a
part
little
when he
interesting.
dropped. I like the part when he dropped mines into my base, and I was like trying to find them all.
That
That was.
did that occur on? Yeah, that did happen on Merry-Go-Round, didn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why I was getting
Because
confused
mines
with
are
this
like my
game.
weakness. Because I have to build my overseer, I have to run it around, and then I have to like follow it up with queens or something. That's like really micro intensive, and that really just hurts me.
That drop actually messed up because that second mine was supposed to be in the second mineral line.
Yeah, I saw that. You still did an incredible amount of damage between the two, though. Between the Marines and the Widow Mine. I think you killed a total of 14 things with that one Widow Mine. And then the Marines got an extra
Yeah,
3 or 4.
It's something I haven't tried before at all.
Oh.
Well, I think maybe I did it once against Codwell, but that was pretty late on. It was after I've expanded. This time was just purely before expansion.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, if... Do you know how to drop things out of a moving medevac?
No.
That's where that second mine dropped out.
Oh.
I was supposed to click that. It was supposed to drop that mine first before the Marines, but then I clicked it half a second too soon, right before it reached the ledge.
Okay. I was going to say, this goes for everybody listening in case you've never, in case you actually don't know how to do this. If you want to drop things out of a moving medevac without stopping the medevac, you can do it 2 ways. You either click on the stuff inside the medevac, which is what he was saying there, or you hit D and basically click on the medevac. And it will drop his stuff and keep moving. That's how you see all those pros do that.
That's how you
The only
drop it
thing is you don't know what's dropping.
Yes,
You do that.
you can't decide the order. So that's like, it makes the most sense to do that when you're not in your situation. But say like if you had a medevac full of only Marines and it didn't matter, or you're trying to drop them out of the medevac because it's getting shot.
Well,
Does
stuff
that
like
work
that.
Oh my
against me to
God.
drop it out of like 6 medevacs?
What? Yeah.
So if you highlight all 6, yeah.
You have to click on the actual physical model. So if you had all of them selected, that wouldn't make a difference. Unless you told them to drop in a specific spot, but they wouldn't drop them while they're moving in that case, I don't think.
Yeah, because I haven't figured out how to drop in from medevacs from multiple medevacs from the same selection group at the same time.
I think you just click very fast. That's probably what you do. I don't know
Cole
if there's
can
a
do it. Why
way.
can't I?
Well, he clicks very fast. We know he does this. So he really could just be clicking on both of them in the space of half a second. But yeah, it's very simple. Anyway, let's go ahead and because that was a interesting game the way that worked out. It looked like it just Anuzarg just had a very nice engagement at the end there and got everything piecemeal. But the second game went a little bit differently. That was on Way Station. Talk about this game. Anuzarg first.
I was trying to do like 3 base before gas, which I'm not sure if I actually achieved it. If I took a gas too early, but I was trying to do that and then get Hydras. That was basically my plan.
Okay. Did you intend to go for the Hydras first there and mass them up like that?
Yeah.
Or was that an accident? Okay, so that was intentional. All right.
It's excellent.
Oh, I only ask because it's a pretty unusual way of doing things. It almost worked out really well too, to say the least. zrq, what about from your angle? Game number 2.
Usually I think I played this map a few times against AI, and it's always been take the natural at the natural. So this time I just had to swap it up a bit and not take my natural.
Yeah, Anuzarg, did you actually realize that happened?
Yeah, that's why I was like putting links at the bottom, trying to delay it if he ever sent SCV down.
You were delaying his third. He took the island as a natural.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed.
I'll be honest, I didn't notice it until it was already there. I look over and I go, oh, that's where that command center went. Huh. Okay. That's different.
I'll understand.
I don't know how I feel about it.
That's why that natural took so long to take, though.
Yeah, like that.
Actually, I thought I lost that one.
You could have. I mean, one thing that happened that I think was a pretty defining element of it is that you had +2/+2 before you had +1/+1. So your army was just really strong all the time.
Yeah, that was what I realized when...
Sorry, Anuzarg first.
I just realized that when the final push came, I was like, why are those Marines killing people so quickly? I was like, click that. Oh, they have 2-2. No wonder they're just GG. Yeah. I was like thinking they were still on 1-1 or something, and then suddenly I just click on that and it's 2-2, and I'm like, uh-oh.
You're like, oh no, not this. It's like, it's such a sinking feeling. I hate it when it happens to me.
Because I thought I was next to dead. I think I was next to dead when I lost pretty much everything in that north side.
Yeah.
And he came with a counterattack of Hydras. There's nothing left in my base, literally. F2 gave me like 2 units.
Yep. You might have actually had the game right then and there if you were able to consistently spend... I don't know what happened there. Was it a supply block or...
No, actually, I think... yeah, I don't remember what happened there.
Yeah, well...
No, I lost everything in the north, and I couldn't replenish fast enough, and he was on his counter already.
No. Anyway, the game dragged on from there, but yeah, at the end, when he was saying GG, there was just nothing there. And I could tell you were, like, super tunnel vision, because you're like, what? The game's... What?
Yeah, I was like, I haven't even touched his main. I haven't seen his natural either. How's this GG?
But yeah, anyway, yeah, you might want to rewatch that game later. It's both of you, I think, because that's actually a very interesting game to watch. But anyway, after that we had the third game. Third game was interesting.
Oh my goodness.
That was
I blame
really
it on Fate.
I will ask. I'll still keep the order of questions the same. But first question for Anuzarg. So you thought everything was normal, and then what went through your mind after you said that?
After I said what?
You said in the chat, it's like, oh, good, your SCV got here on time. I was confused. I was worried.
Yeah, I was a bit worried that because zrq always sends his SCV in, and I was like expecting it at some time. I don't actually know what time, but I was like, actually, I got a little feeling that hey, the SCV should be here by now. And then I realized, oh, there it is. Okay, it came on time. He's not cheesing me. Then my drone just followed it straight to 1 Rex. I'm like, oh, so he is cheesing me after all. Okay, let's get a roach warren and a spine crawler and let's kill the bunker.
So zrq from your side. Have you done this before?
I've done it the very last time I played Anuzarg on the very last game on Habitation Station.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, walk us through what happened on your side, because I know that like it's such a blur when you're playing games like that.
Yeah, before I started playing the game, before the game altogether, I think I was in chat and it was Fade, if you're listening, with the 2-Rax proxied again.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the original intent. The only thing that went wrong is I didn't realize the probe was following the SCV.
So basically you just looked over there, you saw that the drone was still attacking your worker, and you were like, oh no. Right?
Yeah, and then he saw the the Rax.
I learned never to trust workers.
When he said,
Listen.
yeah.
Learn never to trust workers when you play Fade, because he's got all those terrorist probes everywhere.
Yep. I can scroll up the chat right now and Fade, and you were all like 2-Rax, 2-Rax. So nice try, buddy.
He even logged into StarCraft to tell me 2-Rax on a private message, right? Right, Fade?
In any case, that was interesting nonetheless to watch. It does highlight the fact that should be pretty effective on that map, though. It's really tiny. Like, if you had gotten even one bunker up, that would have been almost impossible to kill.
Oh.
But anyway,
yeah, it was a relief when Anuzarg didn't realize it was coming, because he said, yeah, this SCV was on time. That was a sigh of relief right there.
So it's a form of mind games if you tell your opponent that you think everything is normal.
Well, I know the SCV did.
I really thought everything was normal until.
I'm pretty sure it would have worked if. Dang that SCV.
It's okay, man. It happens. In any case, thanks for playing, guys. We are done for this evening.
Thanks for casting.
Thank you. As far as the stream is concerned, any shout-outs that you want to put out there for anybody who wants to find you elsewhere?
Yeah. They can find me on www.twitch.tv/Anuzarg. I have a stream that's on every Saturday at 7 p.m., which will be tomorrow, after all. Around the time right now.
Okay. And
what's your cue?
I don't have anything to plug. I have a Twitter somewhere on the internet, not sure where, but yeah.
I know that feeling. I think I had, for a long period of time, I remember treating a bunch of different things like that, where I'm like, I signed up for this because my friends told me it was cool, and then didn't use it for 10 years.
Yeah, it sounded like it would be useful, but yeah.
In any case, thanks for playing, guys. The stream is done here, but I'm going to get back on StarCraft in a moment, and I am up for playing some stuff. I don't know if I'm going to play if we do OBS, because I'm really exhausted, but I will at least set it up for everybody else and chat with everybody. And feel free to stay in the call as well, as I will probably just add people to it. Okie dokie.
Now, I'm going to get some stuff to eat.